Hello everyone, I'm Sean.
This is whom?
We are the Courageour Frights, back once again for another movie review.
Yes.
And this time we did Over Your Dead Body.
Yes.
Which is a comedy action thriller, I guess.
It's everything.
It's all the things. This is directed by Jorma Taccone, who's from Lonely Island. Mm-hmm. If you're a fan of sort of satire music.
Yeah.
Parody groups, what have you.
Like, Throw It on the Ground.
Throw It on the Ground.
Or what other ones?
Space Olympics.
Yeah, Space Olympics.
So you might know him from that. He's also directed a number of other films, including the Lonely Island movie.
Yes.
Never Stop, Never Stopping. And this was a remake of a Norwegian film called The Trip that was originally directed by Tommy Wirkola, who is probably most famous for Dead Snow and Violent Nights, the Santa Claus Die Hard movie.
Yes.
And I guess he was supposed to be directing this film as well, the remake, but then he dropped out for scheduling purposes or conflicts or something. Like, it might have been because of Violent Night 2, I'm not quite sure. Mm-hmm. And so Jorma came in and took over, and this film stars Samara Weaving in her second of, I believe, 3 films this year. Mm-hmm. So she's tearing it up right now.
Yeah, she's doing quite a bit.
And Jason Segel, and they play a couple who is in the middle of like a domestic issue. Their marriage is falling apart. She's an actress, and he's a director, and they basically hate each other. Yeah. And they plan this trip to a cabin in the woods, but little do they know that they basically plan to murder each other.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it starts, and then things get out of hand after that.
Switches.
Kind of switches into home invasion.
Yeah, later on.
All this other crazy stuff happens. I've never seen The Trip, so I don't know how this compares. I don't know if this is a scene-for-scene remake or if this goes off in a totally new direction. I'm not sure. After watching this, I do want to go back and watch the original if I can find it. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed this movie.
It was pretty fun. It was pretty entertaining for sure.
Mm. The action's good. It's not like John Wick. It's one of those films that you're seeing more and more of this. It's very similar in a lot of ways to Ready or Not, the other Samara Weaving movie, in the sense that it's like an action film with people that don't know how to fight.
Yeah.
So it escalates into crazy situations, but you don't have a John Wick type character that can just take down 50 people at once.
Yeah, just characters that just kind of like do not know how to fight at all.
Right. And Samara Weaving's kind of excelling at that sort of character right now. So this does have Ready or Not vibes. There's no supernatural element though. It has an interesting way of telling the story where it just throws in new characters and new elements out of nowhere, and then it'll backtrack and be like 3 days earlier, 5 hours
which
earlier.
Actually, it seems like that's been being done a lot more lately.
It makes sense if you're telling a story from one point of view, and then some new element appears. If we're doing something and then somebody all of a sudden walks into the house or something, we don't know why they're there. It would be random to us because we don't know their backstory.
Yeah.
So that's like how they're telling the story. It's very linear from a certain character's point of view.
It's like kind of like a novel approach, I guess.
Yeah, which is interesting. Yeah. Like, I like how they tell that story. All of a sudden. Because it surprises you because crazy stuff just happens.
Yeah. Like I say, it does blend in pretty well when they do that, but it's like I just say, it's like Weapons did the same thing.
Yeah,
similar.
Sort of. Weapons,
I think they almost do like this similar things.
Yeah, this one,
it's like flash forward, flashbacks. So
yeah,
kind of a.
I feel like this one does it more streamlined than Weapons,
though,
because they'll throw a crazy element at you and then they immediately explain who this is.
Yeah,
they don't let it hang,
or it explains why certain things happen the specific ways, because it's like 2 different things going on at once. There's 3 things going on at once.
Right, and they don't...
Like with the key or whatever, it's like, why is it not in that little area?
Yeah, it's like these little tiny details that you know something's off, but you don't really think about it.
Yeah.
And then later they'll explain, you're like,
foreshadowing or something, but not really foreshadowing, but...
Right, it's like, that's why
that was
this
off. Way.
Right, which I thought was pretty cool. Like, I
Yeah.
liked how they did that. Unlike Weapons teetered into annoying in that area. I enjoyed Weapons as well, and a lot of people like that movie. But it was on the line of getting to the point of being annoying, where it would show the same scene over and over from different points of view.
Yeah.
Which was interesting, but then we had to watch the same scene 3-4 times or something.
Different perspective type of thing.
Right. This one doesn't do that because it explains who this person is almost immediately, and then it just gets you caught up quickly.
Yeah.
It's not. Weapons took a while to get to where they were at.
Because like all 4 different stories till it gets to the very end and then it all comes together.
And then it would be 15 minutes of this guy's story before it finally connected with the plot.
Yeah.
Whereas this is just a few minutes. So I liked how they did that. I thought the action I said was good. The chemistry between the characters is really great.
Yeah.
I just find Samara Weaving likable in almost everything that she's in these days. So I have no problem with her being in 3 movies in a year. And
Even though she looks like Margot Robbie.
Yeah, I mean, I initially thought she looked just like her, but then the more I see her, I more
she does
tell the difference.
If you put them together, they do look a little different.
Yeah, a little different.
They have
face.
a very similar look to them.
Samara is actually Australian in this,
yeah.
so she uses her real accent for once,
which is kind of refreshing, I guess.
And the one
when you have an actress use their actual language.
Right.
Or their actual accent.
Actual language.
Actual accent or whatever.
This film is in Australian with English subtitles.
Yes.
She has her iconic yodeling scream. Mm-hmm. And if you know Samara Weaving, you know what I'm talking about. She does this blood-curdling scream that reverberates somehow.
Yeah.
And she does that quite a bit in this. She doesn't let it loose completely like she does in Ready or Not, but we do get a few moments of it here.
Yeah, probably because this movie's not a supernatural.
It's not a horror.
Yeah, so it's, I guess, horror adjacent.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I mean, it's gory.
Yeah, it is gory.
So you could, whenever you get into ultra gory violence, you're always kind of adjacent to horror, at least the effects wise. So some stuff happens there. It spirals out of control relatively quickly. Mm-hmm. Sets things up, and then it just gets wild. But it never gets so ridiculous that you're like, come on. I mean,
there's nothing like that. It's pretty grounded as a movie.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty good. I'm a big fan of all the people involved here. I knew we were in for a treat when I saw the producers, which is weird, because normally you don't think anything of producers. But Karen Gillan's name popped up at one point.
Yeah, which is surprising they don't have this on. I'm looking at Wikipedia, but
they
don't have Karen Gillan, but it's pretty prominent. It says Karen Gillan in it.
Yeah, her name showed up. I don't know why, but that's cool. David Leitch was one of the producers, which he's the co-director of the first John Wick, and he's gone on to do Bullet Train and a bunch of other action movies. Mm-hmm. So if you see David Leitch or you see Chad Stahelski, you almost know immediately that you're going to have a top-tier action type of film. And this delivers on that within the realm of believability. Mm-hmm. We're not getting into almost borderline superhero stuff that you find in some action films.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more like Nobody, but even more subdued than that. It never gets into crazy action where one person takes down a whole army of people or anything like that.
These people have to actually hit people in the back and stuff because they're not going to be punching people
it's
RKOing people here.
Right. It stayed within the realm of believability for a film that's not taking itself seriously.
Yeah.
Which I enjoy that. So overall, I would say this is a recommendation for me.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's a pretty decent movie.
Yeah.
If you have a good 2 hours, I think this is 2 hours. Pretty sure it's a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
Or an hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's pretty decent.
Hour 45 or so.
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I would say check it out. If you're in a theater like ours, you could actually have a Samara Weaving double feature because I think Ready or Not 2 is still playing in some theaters. Mm-hmm. Ours it is, anyway. So I'd recommend checking out both of those. I know you didn't see...
Yeah, I've never seen Ready or Not.
Ready or Not 1 or 2. We might fix that later today for 1, but I would recommend 2 as well. So you get a double recommendation here.
Yes.
So I did see that movie, but because you didn't see it, we didn't talk about it. So... go see that one. Also.
I don't want to do what I normally do and haven't watched any of it and then watch like number 6.
Yeah, that's what you should do. Just I mean, honestly, you probably could just watch 2 without knowing about 1, but it's fine. So both of those films, go check them out. That's our recommendation. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more like this in the future. And you too can feel the strong welling within. See ya.